now, broadcasting live from the Dark Room Studio at Craven Community College. It's In the Know.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Craig Ramey.
Good morning, Craig. I'm Megan Johnson.
And this is In the Know, the show where we get together and we just talk about silly things. We laugh.
Fun stuff. You just gave me this weird eyebrow thing.
If I move my eyebrows in a weird way before the show begins, it throws Megan off.
It does?
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Got me to smile. Do I have lipstick on my teeth?
No, you're good.
Because I was doing lipstick in the car. In the rain. I should not have done that.
No,
and I shouldn't disclose that either.
That's very dangerous.
It is very dangerous.
Yeah, it's kind of a gloomy, rainy day.
It is. Yeah. October 12th, for those who might be repeating this later. But it is a wet, gloomy October day. But I'll take it. You know why?
Why?
We needed the rain.
Everybody always says that.
Well, Ophelia came through, right? I mean, she was unwanted, but our little hurricane dumped quite a bit of water and took us out of the drought. So that was a good thing. And a little soaking rain today is also very good because you know what it is?
Oh, is it a special day?
It is. But I'm going to throw it to Zanetta first, and then I'm going to tell you. So maybe in the meantime, somebody might know what it is, and they can chime in. Good morning, Zanetta.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. You've got a guest in with you. You want to introduce?
We have Nikki and Dante.
Hi, Dante. Where's Dante?
He's hiding.
Hiding.
Okay.
Don't hide, Dante. There he is.
Good morning, y'all.
Thank you for keeping us going up back there, Zanetta. And I know you've got a lot of cool stuff coming up with graphics and photos and all that fun stuff. So she's our go-to girl.
She is.
Yep.
And for anybody who's watching the stream now, please do comment and say hello. We'd love to know who's there with us.
And share.
Yeah, and share.
And subscribe.
Share and like us. And do all
We
the
like
things that
being
make us
liked.
feel validated.
We like being liked. So, okay, back to the
Tell
rain.
me, what's
Ready?
the day? What's
Today's
going on?
National Farmers Day.
National Farmers Day?
Farmers Day, yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, we couldn't have beautiful crops like that if we didn't have good soaking rains, right? And
That's true. I'm sorry. I'm distracted by those overalls. Are those stretchy overalls?
They
So you
look
can
like they
grow-
have some rouging.
So you can grow taller while you're farming? Just like the plants and the crops that you're growing.
Well, I'm sure
that
you
grow
have to
up.
do a lot of bending over. See, he's got the elastic around his waist and on his overalls.
Okay.
Why are we worried about
I'm worried about it.
farmers?
I know that's not what you want to focus on, but I've never seen overalls like that.
I have you ever? I mean, I don't know how many pairs of overalls have you actually seen?
A lot.
Lifetime,
A
really?
lot. Yeah, of
Aren't they
course.
usually just denim
Yes.
or had that heavy canvas?
Yeah, but it's not overalls
Have
day.
you ever worn any?
Yes, of course.
Have you?
Yes.
Did it make you feel like a farmer?
No, it made me feel like I was really more wearing a dress because I just kind of like floated around inside of it, you know?
That must have been a really big pair of overalls.
They were actually. They were too big.
Was it a
yeah.
costume?
And then, of course, I'm Gen X. So, of course, while I was in high school, I had overall denim shorts, right? Do you recall those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bad look.
Oh, it was. I have photos of me at the school dance where I did the very cool thing of instead of having them flipped up and over, they were flipped down and hanging with my Levi's cool T-shirt.
That needs to be our next Throwback Thursday.
Yes, we
I'll
need
see
that
if I
picture.
can find that photo for you. But yeah, I completely forgot about those.
That is funny. That's
Jeans,
awesome.
short overalls, but it's not that day either. You have a lot of important
is
things
not.
to tell
I
us
do.
about farmers.
No,
I know.
I
I'm
don't.
so
I
sorry.
mean, we're just. This is a great time to give praise to the hardworking farmers across our nation in the midst of the harvest season. So, and of course, harvest season. I've got this beautiful pumpkin that Zanetta's daughter let us borrow for today. So, shout out to that little girl for letting us do that. She actually started painting it. Can I show? I'm going to turn around and show her. Look, she started painting it for the holidays. Isn't that cute?
Now you can't see it from there, I don't think, but the eyes are ghosts.
They're little ghosts.
I like that. Is that gold foil paint or something, or is that just
What is it,
silver
Zanetta?
reflective paint?
I don't know. I saw her with my makeup brushes and just palettes in front of her, so I walked away.
Oh, good idea, Mama. But anyway, I wanted to share a fun little fact about locally our pumpkin patch that's down at Christ Episcopal Church. I think Zanetta has a picture for that. I saw this weekend they had a big event. Of course, they've been open now for quite a while trying to sell the pumpkins. And I learned something new. I didn't realize that tractor trailer load comes in from New Mexico from an Indian reservations, and that's where their pumpkins are coming from.
Oh, wow.
And so they're not only are they helping to support the Indian reservation, but then they come back and they sell the pumpkins, and the profits stay here in Craven County. and they distribute to a lot of charities. Last year they raised $20,000, and as of this past weekend they've already raised $10,000. So if you have not gone downtown to Christ Episcopal Church, go get your pumpkin. They're reasonable, they're fun, they've got games, picture ops. Did you get the picture I sent you, Zanetta? Do you have that one? No, you didn't put it up. I have this picture. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see it. I posted it yesterday, and it was 4 years ago. It was my little Sophie she popped her head through the little ghost. So my doggy, not my child Sophie, my my 4-legged baby. So that's on there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. You take your kids out there. It's great photo ops.
It is great.
They
photo
have fun.
ops.
They usually have little games going on out there. At least they did when I was taking Fenton out. I assume they still do.
Absolutely.
They also have pumpkins of lots of different sizes. So if you don't want to have the big pumpkin and do all the carving,
they got the little bitty ones.
Yeah.
They've got gourds. They've got all kind of fun stuff. So go and support them. And
it's gorgeous.
it is gorgeous. And support our farmers. Again, I was thinking about that this morning when I was putting together my breakfast, and I thought, if we didn't have the farmers, we wouldn't have any of this. I mean, seriously. So
no, we would fall apart as a
would fall
society
apart.
almost immediately
That's
without
right.
farmers. Yes.
So support our local farmers. I'm always suggesting that as well. So farmers markets, they always are great places to gather your seasonal goods. So don't forget, and farming is not just this kind of stuff, right? It's also
no, I mean, you've got your textiles, you got your cotton,
Correct.
and
leathers. You've got what else?
do
Coffee.
you farm leathers? I guess you farm the cows.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee, your milks, your beans, everything. Speaking of which,
Oh, here we go. Segue. Do we have an
bing,
alarm?
bing, 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 bing. So we would not have our next guest with us without farmers. And down here at the end of the table, we're so pleased. We've got Beth Beasley, and she's with the Havelock Chili Festival. And again, we could not have chili without our wonderful farmers.
Yep.
Thank you very much
That's
for
right.
having me
Beth,
today.
thanks for being
welcome.
here. So glad you're here. I was asking before, so what's your official title? And you said, I'm just part of the committee.
Yeah, we have about 7 or 8 active members of the committee. It's an all-volunteer committee. Everybody meets and coordinates everything. And coming back from COVID last year, we had a great event. And this year, we're going bigger and better.
That's exciting. I was out there last year for
Yeah,
several
I remember
hours.
seeing the photos. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the college is always out there. And
Yes.
making chili and supporting the event.
I had one of those
selling
silly
chili, I think.
photo ops with the, what is that thing when you stick your arm and head in?
The stocks.
The stocks. Yeah, I had funny photos with the stocks.
Yeah.
I got locked up. I think Eric Sexton got me out.
Yeah.
But he was probably the one who locked me in there. So
Yeah. You can do that as a fundraiser.
I could do that. I don't know if I might stay there a long time.
You might. Yeah.
I'm not sure we want to suggest that one. So tell us a little bit about the Chili Festival. How many years has this been going on in Havelock?
This year is the 41st annual. There was a 2-year hiatus with COVID, so we're glad to be back for the 41st. There we
you
go. ICS is coming back. For those of you who don't know, it's International Chili Society. They are a huge nationwide, and if I'm not mistaken, a worldwide group that really promotes chili and competition. Very, very serious cooks.
Very good.
Yeah, because they have very specific rules they have to follow, and
Very much so.
no beans, and right.
For your traditional red, it is no beans. For your home style, you must have beans.
Okay.
Chili verde, it has to be green, and then you have your salsa. Everything must have chili peppers in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever make homemade chili?
All the time.
Do you really all the
Yeah,
time?
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Crock pots, good Sunday afternoon.
Today would be a great day for chili.
Yeah. And then do you mix yours? So a lot of people don't necessarily like butchering. I was going to say another word, but I can't say that live. Messing it up with like putting on top of noodles or adding cheese or onions or things like that.
I'm going
That's
to go
very
with
specific.
cheese or onions. I don't think I could go with noodles, though.
Really?
Oh, I can.
You put-
yeah.
yeah,
I know
so
the
I'm
chili-
missing out.
The Chili Society frowns on this. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Isn't it a Chicago thing?
That I don't know. But,
Okay. Or
but
a northern thing, I
the
guess.
two things I like to do with chili is either mix it with macaroni and cheese.
Chili mac.
Yeah, so you put down, if you make your macaroni and
Mm-hmm.
cheese separate from your chili, and then you just put down a bed of the macaroni and cheese at the bottom, so it's almost like a casserole as you're like digging through and you get to mix it up.
That I think I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Macaroni and cheese and anything is
It's
pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. And then cornbread. Does anybody ever have cornbread at the Chili Festival? Because I gotta have
Yes,
cornbread. with
Carolina's
it.
Cupcakes was selling it last year, so I'm
Very good.
hoping she's bringing it back. And then we've got a food food vendor also selling macaroni and cheese. Uncle Man's Food Emporium. He's got a whole lot of things out there.
Well, tell us a little bit more about some of the vendors that will be participating.
This year, we were very lucky to have a lot of sponsors. We do have a title sponsor this year, and it's Main Street Family Care. They're new to Havelock, and they wanted to come in and make a difference, so they are our title sponsor. They will actually open October 20th, the day before the Chili Festival.
Okay.
And
great.
that's one of the new buildings that's in that parking lot next to Starbucks as you come in.
Yeah, so I can see you have quite a few sponsors that have signed up for you this year.
And look what's number 3 up there, Craven Community College. I didn't think to, but I should have brought Zanetta one of the trophies off the wall that lines the Havelock campus hallway over there in the red building.
Yeah.
And
Because we have won People's Choice many, many times.
absolutely. And this year we have 2 cooks from Craven Community College. We have one that is going to be cooking for ICS, and then one that will be doing People's Choice.
Oh, wow.
So Craven Community College is always a big part of everything.
Well, that's great. I know that Havelock will represent, or the Havelock campus will represent out there.
So for people who maybe have never been before, paint a picture of what you can expect when you show up at the Chili Festival.
Absolutely. This year, we've always going back and trying to add on new things. We've got 15 cooks this year, so there will be a place to sample 15 different types of chili. Serving time is 12 to 4.
Okay.
This year it's going to be a little bit different. With ICS, we are going with wristbands. So your wristband, it's $10 for a band, and you can go for unlimited taste. You do have to get one at a time, but that way you can try everything. There are food vendors set up. They'll start serving at 10 o'clock, anything from seafood. There's fish plates. There's tikis. Ices. There's ice cream. We're looking at burgers and shakes. Pretty much anything you can name.
So it's not just chili for people who might
Not
think that's
just
all
chili.
that's there. Yeah.
Right. Like I said, food serving is from 10 to 6. Chili will be 12 to 4. And this is actually the first year we are adding a beer garden to the event.
Okay.
Shortway Brewery is sponsoring that, and that will be from 12 to 4. You'll be able to see all the guidelines for that up on the website.
Okay. Yeah, I see there.
So they're going to be bringing 4 different types of beer out there. It does have to stay in the beer garden. We ask everybody to, please respect all the rules and make it a fun day.
Very good. Now tell them the location.
The location. It is at 2 Governmental Avenue. And that address really never meant too much to me. It's Walter B. Jones Park in Havelock. So
Okay.
it's right in the heart of the downtown Havelock, next to the police station. You can definitely see it on Highway 70.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
You
going
cannot
down
miss
Highway
it.
70, yeah.
Yeah. And the road that goes back behind the park is closed for pedestrians. So I do know that there's plenty of parking on the outskirts.
There is parking. There is one field. It does fill up super quick, but there's businesses across, and most of those businesses are closed, and you can't park in their parking lot. I'm one of those businesses. So there is also the community college. That's a bit of a walk, but the elementary school, lots of places to park.
I think that's where I parked last year. was
We
the
have a
elementary school.
question on Facebook.
Oh, we have a
okay.
Facebook question.
Yeah. Can you bring chili into the beer garden?
Can you bring chili into the beer garden?
You may take chili into the beer garden.
Okay.
The only thing is beer can't leave the beer garden. And the food vendors are close. You can take your food. We have added 2 seating areas. One is the beer garden. You can hear the music from the beer garden.
Okay.
And then there's another one on the other side of the field, but there should be plenty of seating this year. That was something that we needed to address last year.
Okay.
So
great.
tell us a little bit about the entertainment.
The entertainment, we are starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. The Havelock High School Band is coming to do the national anthem. The Center of Performing Arts will have Chili Chili Cha Cha. Then we have Joe Bays will be playing. Then we have, I believe that's Havelock High School cheerleaders come in. ATA Martial Arts is doing a demonstration. Head On Collision is doing our entertainment in the middle of the day, followed by the Second Mall pop band.
They were fantastic.
Yeah?
I watched them last year, and they are really, really good.
The Second Mall Pop Band? Is
Yes.
It? Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of fun stuff and great vocals, great instrumentals. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not familiar with the other one, so I'm looking forward to having a chance.
Well, so you've just got things going on all day.
It should go on all day. And we've added a lot of children's activities. The fire department is doing, I'm not sure whether to call it an obstacle course or a training, but they'll get to aim the fire hose and do lots of different activities there. So that was one of our main goals, is bringing more things for the kids to do. There's a lot of games, family friendly.
And did you mention that the sheriff's department is going to be out there doing a canine demonstration as well?
Yes, I can't wait to see the dogs.
Yeah.
So they came out there last year, and I didn't get to see them, so that's going to be one of my first stops this year.
Yeah. Well, you're probably pretty busy during the festival, right?
It does get a little busy.
Yeah.
So
And the festival's a one-day festival, correct?
It is a one-day festival.
And it is Saturday, October
21st.
21st.
10 to 6. We've got about 80 vendors out there selling homemade items. There's a great variety. Crocheted items. Mata Hatter's Tea House will have free samples out there. A lot of our nonprofits have some information for everybody. Girl Scouts are out there. So it's just a really good mix of things this year. So over 80 of them, and we're still having them call.
Oh, that's great.
This week. So
You still have space?
we have very, very limited. I wouldn't be surprised if we did need to close it today or tomorrow.
Okay. That's why your phone was blowing up earlier.
That's why my phone was blowing up, and that's why it's out there.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, this really is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, community events in Havelock, right?
Absolutely.
There are other larger events that happen. You got the air show, but that brings in really eastern North Carolina in a lot of ways. But Havelock Chili Festival is really when, I guess, everybody who lives in Havelock really has a great opportunity to see each other. And then, of course, you've got people from New Bern and surrounding areas that come as well. But I would think for Havelock residents, it's very much a community day.
It is, and that's one of the reasons I got involved. Is I remember it as a child growing up, and everybody was out there. You could see everybody. Everybody had a booth. I can't remember the chili, but I remember. I remember the games. I mean, I guess that was my forte at that point. But that's why I wanted to be involved and make sure it's here for a long time, and everybody else to have that experience as well.
Can you name some of the other folks that are volunteering? Would they like to be shout outs?
On committee, we've got a lot of community volunteers. The high school is really coming forward. A lot of their groups, National Honor Society is coming out. On the committee, I hate to miss anybody.
That's okay. I put you on the spot.
You did.
They'll all be out there. Will they have some identification on that you guys are
Absolutely.
Chili Festival volunteers? Okay.
Absolutely. And it'll probably be the people who are in a really big hurry.
Yeah, of course.
So we do have, Nancy Sermons is our chili in charge of our ICS chili, and she actually lives in Florida. She grew up in Havelock, and she was in town, and she's gotten involved with it, so she'll be returning. So it's a good mix, and a lot of the members have been on the committee for years and have been, a part of keeping it around and making it bigger and better every year.
I love that.
Yeah. And people should know that this is not necessarily a ticketed event.
It
right?
is not a ticketed
Obviously,
event.
you need to get a wristband for the chili, and you need to pay for your food when you go to the food trucks. But
Absolutely.
you don't need to pay any sort of a ticket to get in. Just walk around and see what's happening.
Entertainment's
Absolutely.
free. and all that
Entertainment's
stuff.
free. Like I said, you can do unlimited taste of chili for $10. Like I said, you do need to come early. When you buy the wristbands, we'll have how much chili is left, so you can make an informed decision on purchasing it. The food there is anything from seafood. Lumpia is out there. We got lots of lemonade. The nonprofits are out there cooking. It's set up for the nonprofits to make some money, and that's where all the money goes from the Chili Festival. We keep an operating budget, but we do try to send out as much money as possible. And between the great enrollment and signing up for that, and the sponsorships are really going to help us this year, because there's a lot of charities and a lot of nonprofits in need this year.
Absolutely.
That's great. I'm glad the Chili Festival is able to continue to keep going and doing that as well.
Absolutely.
COVID was a hit for a lot of events, and a lot of people were sort of asking, where do we go from here? But I'm glad to see that the festival's coming back and getting
Bouncing
bigger.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a gangster.
For anybody who's watching, I'm curious what they think is the best chili, whether it's the red chili, the chili verde, or the, would you say the classic or home style? What'd you say?
Yeah, home style.
Home style. All right. I'm going to go with home style personally, because that allows me to have beans and everything else that I want to go on in there.
Well, you can put the fake meat in it.
I can, yeah, but
It's not the same.
It's not, yeah. Yeah, I'm just as happy to have vegetables and beans in there. Yeah.
I'm sure some people say that's a no-no too. Like, have you ever put mushrooms or corn in your chili?
Corn, yes.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And cornbread.
Non-traditional.
I'll make cornbread and put jalapenos in it,
Okay.
and that goes great with chili.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I can't do jalapenos.
No? That's okay.
Too spicy.
Beth, what's your favorite chili type?
I'm going to go with home style.
Yeah.
Even though this year I've been hearing a lot about the Verde.
Okay.
I think it's hugely popular in Colorado is what I'm learning. I'm learning a whole lot about chili.
Okay.
New York as well. I had never heard, everybody's like, oh, you got to have the green chili. And there's certain ingredients that I guess we can't get around here that everybody's talking about. So I've been trying to get them to come out and cook it. That way I can taste it. So
That's awesome.
Okay. I see a question here about a car show. Is there some sort of a car show happening as well?
yes, absolutely. It is the first year for the car show.
Okay.
We have several sponsors, Allstate Insurance, Platinum Mobile Detail, and then Gene's Audio is sponsoring it.
Okay.
So we're hoping about 33 cars. It is going to be near the lacrosse fields. And everything will be out on display. Everybody will be there to ask questions, things like that for the
So
car
these
show.
classic cars are all over the
It is
map? Or?
all over the map.
Okay.
We wanted everything to be inclusive. So I do know, there's a lot of sports cars.
Sure.
There's definitely some classic cars in there. I think it's going to be a really good mix.
Okay.
Is this a rain or shine event?
I am saying it is a rain or shine event.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going with shine. I'm just want to make sure.
I am watching the weather. But, in years past, we have always adapted. There's been some rain. And I think one year they did a drive-in chili. They sold chili and they took it to people's cars as they came through.
Oh, interesting.
So where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
There you go. The other thing is, I know in front of the entertainment, in front of the stage, you had bleachers set up.
Yes.
But you could also encourage folks. I would encourage you. Having been there for several hours, to bring like a folding chair.
Absolutely.
So you can go and hang out maybe under the shade or something like that if it starts to get a little warm. But.
And like I said, we do have tents set up this year that will have tables and chairs underneath them. We just ask people to be mindful if there's people coming to sit down and you've been there for an hour and a half, let them eat too.
Yeah,
Time to go.
Sure, yeah.
Time to go.
So, but there should be plenty of seating.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But yeah, chairs would be great for the entertainment, but we are adding additional bleachers this year as well,
Oh,
too.
okay, that's good. I know those middle bleachers aren't always the most comfortable,
No.
especially if you're going to sit there for a while.
Yeah.
So-
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they can either be very hot or very cold.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Well, this is great stuff. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun event. So if anybody wants more information, tell them where to go. What should they
You
do?
can go to our website, chilifestival.org.
Okay.
There is also a Facebook page, and you can just put in there chili, and it'll pop up. We'll have announcements of everything coming up. We will be spotlighting different foods, so you'll know what is out there. There is a list of vendors on our website.
Perfect.
Chili cooks. There's just a lot of people involved, and obviously our sponsors. But everything should be on the website. New information about the beer garden, as well as how to get the chili bands. Everything's going to be centrally located in the middle. We just ask for everybody's patience in being able to do the ID checks and things like that. But come hungry.
And come visit
Very good.
Craven.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're going to do the People's Choice again. They're already starting to collect product so we
Yeah.
can get pots and pots of chili made.
Is the
So-
helicopter going to be over there? Do we know?
I've seen it on the trailer.
Okay.
So
Well, I know it's going to
Mumfest.
Mumfest this weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, so it'll be fun. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Beth, for
Yeah,
hanging
Beth.
out with us.
Oh,
We're going
thank
to talk
you.
about some other community events that are coming up this weekend. So stick with us, and then we'll sign off in a little bit.
Yep. Sounds
on?
good.
Awesome.
And we've got the link to the Chili Festival. Thanks for posting that down in the comments. So you can get all the information there, everything and
Everything
more.
chili.
Yeah.
Everything chili.
All right. Is
Yes.
it time?
It's time
All
for.
right. It's time for community events. Try Yarn at the Palace, October 13th through 14th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Join Try Yarn Palace on October 13th and 14th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I just said that. In the Commission House. Explore fibers from the past, present, and future. There will be demonstrations
Future
of
fibers?
future fibers.
Future fibers.
I believe they are on the stage this weekend, or maybe they're at the Havelock Chili Festival. I'm just kidding. There's no band called the Future Fibers.
Oh. I was like, where are you
You're going too far with me here.
Sorry.
There will be demonstrations on the historical process of spinning and weaving and how raw natural materials are made into completed woven products. Various textile fabrics through the ages will be on display, as well as textile tools, wool samples, and preps, and samples of 18th century clothing. This program is presented in collaboration with the Seacoast Spinners and Weavers Guild.
Very good. And we wouldn't have those fibers without
Farmers.
farmers.
See, I know the word of the day.
Yes, and we're going to keep going there. The Fall Garden Lovers Weekend at Tryon Palace, October 13th through the 15th. Tryon Palace is going to have a beautiful gardens are going to be open to the public, and it's free this weekend during Mum Fest. Friday through Sunday in a historic downtown New Bern. Hundreds of mums and variety of fall blooming plants will be on display throughout the 21 acres of the gardens of the Tryon Palace during Garden Lovers Weekend. The interior tours will require a purchase ticket. So if you've not taken the tour of the gardens, it's also another very good photo op.
It's beautiful out there.
It is.
And the mums are always everywhere, particularly in the larger Latham garden. But they're all around out there. So
It is.
don't
Very
let
nice.
price hold you back from seeing those gardens.
Nope.
Tryon Palace Plant Sale, October 13th through 14th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This annual plant sale offers a selection of plants grown locally and in the Palace's nursery yard, as well as a wide variety of perennials, herbs, and other fall favorites. The Fall Heritage Plant Sale will be open Friday and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Supplies are limited, so come early for the best selection. And that is true. They do go fast.
Yes.
So get on out there.
Very good. Gosh, there's so much going on. Also, October 13th from 5 to 8, downtown New Bern is going to be Art Walk. We're back this weekend where businesses will stay open later to connect the community with local artisans. This month, the Bank of the Arts will feature Our Town in the main gallery and Mums of the World in the director's gallery. Mums of the World. Mums.
Mums of the world?
Mums.
It sounds like a news
Not
report.
mummies, but mums.
Mums of the world.
Yes.
Von Attica coming to New Bern Civic Theater tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Excuse me. Von Attica, or Of the Attic, is an original North Carolina rock trio which have been impacted by the roaring age of rock and roll and its lasting effects on modern music. Their energy and performance is contagious, along with their effortless chemistry, which makes them ripe for entertainment in the world of rock and roll. The trio is hot off the press, only 12 months in the making and already releasing a debut album in fall of 2023. Come celebrate Von Attica's album release concert at New Bern Civic Theater Friday, October 13th. That's tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are available at newberncivictheater.org.
Very good.
It is very good.
It is very good. So,
I love the approval you give me after every read, Megan. It makes me feel validated and special.
oh, you are special. Well, this is the weekend we've all been waiting for here in New Bern, the Mum Fest, October 14th through the 15th, downtown New Bern. Mum Fest weekend is finally here with lots and lots going on. Look at that beautiful arch. Have you been downtown yet? Is it up?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
No.
I've not seen it either.
It's probably up, though, considering how close we are to Mumfest.
Okay. All right. So if you need to get down there and look. So we will have, there will be all-day events with vendors set up through downtown, food booths, entertainment, and attractions, and of course, lots of mums. I do know people will stand under in line to get their photo op under that beautiful setting.
They will.
So,
yeah, it becomes a very long line.
yes,
Yeah,
it does. So
very
go down
popular.
earlier, go off season, go off time. Also, come join Walk-in Bathtub. Bathrobe.
Nope.
Not the rub,
bathrobes
that's just
happening.
the tub. For the Mum Fest after party on Saturday, October 14th at 7:30 at the New Bern Civic Theater. It is rated R due to the unpredictable nature of the improvisation, and sometimes it's the unpredictable nature of the audience suggestions.
That's right.
So this is not family friendly, so come prepared. Also on Sunday, it's always a fun though, right?
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
Yes, the walk-in bathtub. Will Craig be on stage?
Yeah. Craig will be on stage.
Craig will be on stage. And then on Sunday, there will be a Mumfest Mimosa 5K fun run. Do you get mimosas after or before?
Definitely
So
after.
After, okay.
Nobody needs to have a mimosa before they go run a 5K.
It begins at 8:30 a.m. at Union Point Park. Every runner will get a free mimosa. Registration is required. Visit the Parks and Recreation page at newbernnc.gov website. And everything Mumfest. Do we know what the times are for Mumfest? Is it like 8 or 10 or
I believe
start
it is
time?
10 to 5,
Okay.
maybe 6,
Okay.
both days.
Get your walking shoes
yeah,
on.
somewhere in there. But you can officially find it on the website.
Correct.
That's the best place to get all
So
that
this is
information.
Festival Fun Time. So we're going to go to Mum Fest this weekend. We're going to go to Chili Fest the following weekend.
We need a Chili Fest arch just like Mum Fest has, but we make it out of beans.
Beans, yeah.
No. I'm just kidding.
It could be a barrage of beans.
No.
Peppers?
I like that.
Ooh.
Peppers. Actually, that is
Peppers.
people would.
Much safer.
It's
many
much safer.
peppers?
It's right on brand, and people would want to get their picture underneath an arch of peppers. The pepper arch.
The pepper
The
arch.
parch. No, we'll workshop it. So yeah, if you are watching and you would like to get your picture underneath the pepper arch, tell us. Maybe that'll be something that gets considered next year.
Yeah, maybe next year you could do chili themed artwork and have a contest.
We could.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we just started something.
But
Or
you
not.
just added something to her plate to do. I'm trying to give her some. Yeah, she's a week away from the event. Let's not throw too much on
I
it.
said
Yeah.
not this year, next year. So,
But yeah, people love the photo ops, and
Yes.
they would love to commemorate their experience. I'm sure. And if you can't do that, just have them just like hold a bouquet of peppers and look very happy about it.
Well, we do have a giant chili pot that, we kind of put everybody in. It's a pretty good photo op.
Okay.
Swimming in a pot of chili.
I didn't know about the big chili pot. Okay.
I didn't
Yes.
see 'em.
You gonna get in it? Let's get a picture of Megan in that
Yeah.
pot.
I'll be
Yeah.
stewing. I'll be stewing. Okay.
right.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Thanks again for being out here with us.
Thank you for
All
having me.
success for the Chili Festival and all that you guys do giving back to the community. So we're very excited about that. So everybody put it on your calendar.
Speaking of calendar,
We'll
did you
be-
mention who's here next week?
No. But
Okay.
we will be back here next week, which will be October 19th. We're going to have Liz Hartman and Melissa Riggle. They're going to be back to discuss the second annual Trail to Tryon race and how it's supporting veterans over Veterans Day weekend. So the Trail to Tryon. So we look forward to having them, and we will both be back here together. at
We
9
will.
a.m. We will. It's always true. We don't get to see each other very often, so our Thursday mornings, that's our little hi.
Yeah, we get to hang out.
Yep.
And you
that's
get
it.
to hang out with us.
Yes.
I hope you enjoy it.
We do. And again, if you like this, share it, like us, subscribe, be a part of our In the Know family.
I liked how that became a little bit of a dance. If you
Did you
like
like
us,
that?
subscribe, follow us, like
Boop,
us.
boop, boop.
Yeah. On that note, that's a segue button. Boop,
Segue.
boop,
Boop, boop. So we will see you next time. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a wonderful weekend.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.